When he was 9 years old, Theo was diagnosed with both ADD and ODD.
So Oscar was diagnosed with ADHD just before he started kindergarten, so he was about 5.5.
Theo has a low resistance to frustration. His attention is very selective.
One of the main challenge for Oscar, concentration and be able to, in a way, tame his attention or his imagination to do one thing at a time.
At that moment, I realized it was our responsibility. Make the things easier for him.
Dino Island is basically a treatment program for children who have brain-related differences, particularly differences in attention, and also children who have difficulties with what we call executive functions, which is a person's ability to control and regulate their thinking and behavior and emotions. We've had a partnership with Kids Brain Health Network for a long time, and they've actually supported this work right from some of the earlier iterations of this program.
The Dino Island program uses, it's what's called a serious game. So it uses gamified kind of, appeal of something that looks like it would be for entertainment, but it's actually for specific purposes. So it has 5 individual games that target kind of different areas of the brain that help us to do a lot of different things day to day.
I think for his point of view is that this was screen time that was allowed and educational. And so that was a huge bonus in his life, that's for sure. But also something we were doing together, because usually screen time is alone.
Then the second component that's equally important is the delivery component by the adult in the child's circle of care.
One of the things that we focus on very early with the parents is starting to understand what are the, goals that they can achieve with Dino Island.
He was having a hard time with his Santorini, which is one of the games on the Dino Island program, and he associated a problem he was having in his school, and he could, by himself, to associate his eagerness to overcome the challenge in life and in the game.
We tried multiple of the strategies from Dino Island, and really we figured out that there were 3 that were the best one for us, and then we really kind of stuck to those 3 and practice and practice and practice. We're still doing a fair amount of deep breathing. We had tried before, didn't really work, but now that it's been integrated when we were playing, now we understand, it's like, okay, I think it's time to do a few deep breaths.
Theo doesn't speak English, and when he started the program, I could see his evolution on language. Now he can speak fluently.
Kids Brain Health has allowed me to, understand the ways in which industry and community partners can help to fuel research. We're able to have a broader perspective than maybe, we classically have in the ivory tower of academia.
They are a bit filling the gap between, the tons of excellent research that's being done all over the country and the actual population who needs it.
And really our focus in developing Dino Island was to create something that's effective, but also that's accessible, affordable, and that can be available to all children and families who may benefit from this type of treatment. And I think the vision of Kids Brain Health Network to make something that's sustainable and accessible really aligns with our vision, which is to take it outside of our immediate research and to extend it out to families.